right at this moment, this exact moment, there is a fire going on about 300 meters from my land, just on the mountain next door. And because of that fire, I know that we all, certainly when you live alone, we all need to be prepared for when such a thing happens and you really quickly have to leave your house. So I thought this was the best moment to also make this video, and I will divide it in 3 parts. The first part is, what do you need to have in your car when you quickly need to leave? Part 2 is the items that you can prepare at home for immediate evacuation. And part 3 is dedicated for when you have pets. To store everything, I use these kinds of boxes that have a lid that goes open, and I can put stuff inside. So for part 1, in my car, what do I need to have absolutely in my car when I need to evacuate immediately? So this is not a moment where you say, oh, let me have a look, maybe I can take this, maybe I can take that. No, it's something that you want to have prepared, that is in your car and that can stay in your car. In the box in my car, I have absolutely always my first aid kit. Apart from that, what's really important to never forget is that you need to have water with you. So I always have these prepared in my garage. These are those 8-liter water bottles, so that I and my pets have water, because you can survive a few days without food, but you cannot survive without water. Apart from that, you want to have non-perishable foods. I'm thinking of some canned foods. I usually take the ones who have the simple opener, so I don't need an extra tool. I will also always take some fish with me. Even if you're a vegan, remember, right now it's about surviving. So just take some foods that you can have. You can take nuts, you can take whatever you can take and what keeps well in your car. Apart from that, I always also have honey with me, because honey, you can use it to eat it, so you get calories in, but you can also use it on wounds. So honey is a must-have. The next thing you want to have is a flashlight. Let me get it in my little box here. At all times, you want to have a flashlight with you. Then I also have some emergency blankets. I have 2 in here. This is the new one that I bought because I think that sometimes you need to refresh them. This one, I think it has been in my car for at least 15 years, and I've never had to use it. And I don't want to use it. But it's better to have one too many than none at all. Apart from that, yeah, the regular things, you want to have a multi-tool. You want to have some masks in your bag here. You want to have some gloves. You never know when you're going to need them. Even this one is a special for me, because although they use it at the doctors and at the vets, I can suck up some water, some clean water from somewhere. The last thing you won't forget is to have some of the goblets for your water, for you to drink, and for your pet or your pets to be able to drink off. Then, of course, you want to have a cable to charge your phone and a connector. And please take your power bank with you. That way you will have so much more possibilities to charge your phone and other tools. Now, you also have to remember, I'm not just talking about the fire here, but imagine that it is something even worse. In that case, you have to be able to know where you're driving to. Because if your GPS is not working, maybe you would need a map. Now, where I live, I know pretty well my surroundings. I know where to drive to in case something happens. I know the 4 directions. So I don't really have a map, but I think it's a very good idea for you to have in case of an emergency. Then you don't want to forget important documents. Now, you may not want to have them with you, the original ones, but what I do is I've put them all on a little USB stick. They're on my key hanger here. And hey, with a copy that I have here of my originals, I can go wherever I want to. I will always have them with me. And you know what? If you have one, you can still make a second copy in case you would one day lose your keys. So scan, digitize all your documents so you can have them with you. You don't have to look them up. You just have them with your keys so you can grab your car, have everything with you, and leave. And then finally, of course, you don't want to forget to get some cash money. Because if the electricity goes out, you will not be able to use your credit cards. So make sure to always get some money and have that ready in your pocket. And I also hide some in the car. Yes, I do have some money in my car not because I have to evacuate immediately, because sometimes I forget my bag at home. And then at least I have money in my car to be able to buy what I needed to buy at that moment. For the items to prepare at home in case of an immediate evacuation, you need to have your go bag. This is my go bag. It's a backpack and it contains everything I need. It contains a change of clothes. It contains some pants, some shorts. And yes, again, it's my color, black and pink. I have some sweatpants with me that I can use to work out or to even sleep in. I have a t-shirt, I have a towel, I have a washcloth, I have my toothpaste, I have my toothbrush, I have my personal items that I need every day, and I just have them in a little bag because it's just in case of an emergency. And if you take medications, then of course you can also put your week's worth of medication in that bag. For sure, you do not want to forget personal items. Like me, for example, I need my eyeglasses. Some people will need their contact lenses. Some people will need hearing aids. Remember to get some extra batteries to have those ready. And the list can go on of the essential personal items that you need day to day. Just take a few, take whatever you need for a week for those personal items and have them prepared in a little Ziploc bag. Also here, you want to start digitizing your ID, your medical records, your bank documents, your emergency contact list, and any legal document that you should have with you. As these items are items that you can prepare at home beforehand, it's also important to have some comfort items with you. With that, I mean, make sure you have a book with you to read. Maybe you even want to have something to hug. I for sure have something to hug because I have a dog who comes with me. But if you don't have an animal traveling with you at that moment, make sure to have something that gives you comfort in those stressful times. And then, of course, you want to have extra keys. You want to have extra keys with you. Keys from the house, keys from the car, keys from your safe deposit box, or from other locked locations. And then, part 3. For the lucky of us who are living alone and who have a pet at home, you will understand that there is nothing that's going to stop me from taking my pet with me. Wherever I go, I will never ever leave my pets behind. Now, for my horses, that's difficult. They cannot get into my car. They can also not get into my van that I have. So for them, I would just leave the gates open, and so they can get to the food, they can get to the water, and they can run away if needed. At this moment, from all the dogs and cats that I used to have, as I have a non-profit rescue center here, right now, at this moment, I only have one dog left. And also for him, I have a little basket. And most of the time, well, all the time, I already have food in my car. I have food in my car for cats and licorice for dogs. And that's simply because whenever I see an animal that is hungry or that needs a little bit of attention, I will give them some food. But my basket that I have prepared for my dog, in case we need to leave ASAP, is the following. First of all, for this dog, I have a week's worth of heart medication because that's what he needs. I also have his little book with me that tells me exactly, that's his passport, that tells me exactly if he's been vaccinated and so on. And then, of course, as I said, I have always got some food with me. I have a hairbrush for him. I have his harness, most important. And I have something else. Where is it? Well, apparently his lead is outside. In your car, it is also important to have a way to carry your dog. So my car, it's an SUV, and the back is so high that he can't get over there anyways. So he is in the car with me and he is safe. I have also a special leash to secure him in the car. And next to him, he has his water bowl. He has an extra bowl for when I am going to feed him. And here it's the same. We are talking here about an emergency situation. So I just have enough with me to cover those 48 hours. And remember, it's water that's more important to have with you than food at that time. You will find food later on, but you and your dog or your cat, you can't be without any water. So make sure to have that with you at all times. So if your pet cannot be safe in the back of your car, make sure to have a travel crate in your car or a carrier bag, for example, for small dogs or cats. Make sure to have that in your car so your animal can travel securely with you at all times. In conclusion, by preparing yourself, by preparing these items, and by keeping them accessible, you too will be well equipped to handle an emergency situation quickly and efficiently, ensuring that both you and your animal or animals are safe and taken care of. And this is exactly what I have done. And I am right now here recording this video for you. But I wasn't here this morning. I wasn't here because there was so much smoke in my house. My eyes were hurting and the air was thick from the smoke. So you want to be prepared. You don't want to wait with this. And certainly when you are alone, you have to think of everything. You have to be the one who is going to prepare everything. So do it now. Please do it now. It's better to be prepared than to be sorry. And please, in the comments, let me know how you are prepared or how you are going to prepare yourself to be ready for an immediate evacuation. Because you know, on July 7th, that was 2 days ago, I've been living here for 21 years. And never in those 21 years, I've had to leave my property. And now it was my time. I had to leave. I was prepared enough. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. We are here, we are a community, and we want to help and support each other. I'll see you in the next video.